Hello YouTube, I am here today to talk about books. I know, I'm so excited. I started filming book related videos over on my TikTok channel. Wow. My TikTok application. I figured why not just full send it, go through, deep dive, and just start posting to YouTube because I love YouTube. I watch BookTube constantly, like Destiny Sidwell, Sarah Caroli. I just know the first names of all of these booktubers that I watch. Rachel. There's so many that I love, and I was like, you know what? This would be really fun to do in my spare time. We're here and we're gonna do it. To be honest, I don't know what this video is gonna be. I did do a TBR jar picks my first TBR pick over on my TikTok. I'm so excited about the book that I pulled too because I've been dying to read this book, but I've had so many other books that I've been reading with my book club. I've been stuck in the middle of series, so now is the perfect time to read what I pulled. I pulled Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Yes, Stephanie Garber. I am already obsessed with this book. I'm exactly 100 pages in, and guys, the vibes that I'm getting from this, it's so cute, so good, different from anything I've ever read. It's definitely fantasy genre, but different than your typical darker fantasy vibe. Like this one, at least so far, is very lighthearted, magical, mystical is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So I'm gonna continue to read this, and then I'll probably continue this video by doing a couple more pulls from my TBR jar. We'll see what happens, and I guess I'll give you guys comments along the way while I'm reading this. Before I start reading, I'm gonna make some avocado toast. I'm gonna go ahead, make some avocado toast, read this for a couple minutes before I have to log back onto work, and then we'll see where the rest of the day takes us. It's Snap Crackle Poppin', so it's probably ready. Ah, shoot. That was so hot. Yes, it's heated. We're good. You guys, this is literally so cute. We're talking about little bitty dragons the size of chipmunks. Literally the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life. A chipmunk-sized dragon. Okay, I was only able to read 6 pages on my break, which is fine. I'm gonna pick that back up here very soon, but I figured I would go ahead and finish the Zodiac Academy series. I still have not finished this series. One of my very close friends who I've been reading this series with recently is begging me to finish it. I'm on chapter 45. Look how cool these chapters are. I'm on chapter 45 of this, and in Zodiac terms, I don't have a lot to go, but I do have a lot to go because look at the font size. That is so small. I've been borrowing the physical copies, but for the most part, the last few books, I've just been listening to them as well as reading them on my Kindle because they're so heavy. They are a weapon. I could go and go to war with these books because they're so incredibly heavy and they're very hard to hold. I'm gonna try bust out some more of this one before I pick back up on Once Upon a Broken Heart, just so I can get this series out of the way. Gonna do that now. Starting on page 483. Let's do it. My camera. Tyler is currently about to fix dinner, and I'm very excited because we're gonna have grilled shrimp, pasta, shrimp scampi situation. He's coming out. Hi. What's up? Anyway, we're about to have shrimp scampi for dinner. Tyler's about to grill some of the shrimp on the grill, and I'm like so excited about that. Oh my god, it's so good. Anyway, I need to catch up because it's been several days since I've actually gotten to like sit and read more than like a chapter of a book. This past weekend we went to a cabin with a bunch of friends, and so I didn't get to read at all over the weekend. So it's now Sunday night and I am picking back up on Once Upon a Broken Heart, which I read a little bit of in the car on the way back today into town. It's so cute, and I have a really good feeling about this. I'm really excited about reading the next couple books too, because this just gives me like the happiest, giddiest feelings. I am obsessed with the like newspaper clippings that are throughout the book. This story so far, like every chapter is just so good. I'm just so sucked into it. The writing is like impeccable. It's really well written. I love the detail in this story. It's just so magical, and I haven't felt this way exactly with a book before. Maybe because I'm still not used to like the fantasy realm so much, but this is just like 1000% my vibe. And after I finish even this first book, probably I will be ordering the UK cover because I love this book so much already. And I'm literally like just now, I'm not even fully halfway through, but I'm just eating it up. It's so good. So while he's making dinner, I'm going to continue reading this and I'll keep you updated. Oh, also, I did finish Zodiac Academy. That's part of the reason why I had to take a quick break from this one, because I was almost done with book 8 of Zodiac and I finally finished. I think they just released the release date for book 9 of Zodiac Academy, which I want to say comes out in spring of 2024. So that's going to be a minute, and I feel like I'm going to literally forget everything that I've read in that series so far. But you know what? It's fine. Everything's fine. We'll just have to pick up where we left off, maybe read some cliff notes on it to remember some of the main key parts of Zodiac and go from there. There are nuts falling off of these trees outside, and I swear every time I think they're gonna like crack me in the head. Zodiac obviously ended off really well, but also on the biggest cliffhanger of all time. As of right now, I'm rating that series probably a 4 out of 5 stars as a whole. Very good series. Like, I feel like I need to go more in depth with Zodiac though, maybe with its own video, because it's such an extensive series and there's so much to break down and talk about. So I may need to do that in the future. But for now, I finished book 8 and we're going to continue on with Once Upon a Broken Heart. I have to show you guys my skeleton I put outside. Can you see that? Yep. I have an addiction to the fall time. It's fine. I thought about annotating this book from the very start, and I was like, you know what? No, I'll just wait on doing that for now. Maybe I'll just read it again in the future and annotate it. I really wish that I had started from the beginning, because now I feel like I'm too far in to start annotating. There are so many really good lines in the beginning of the book that I've already missed annotating, so I would just have to go back through anyway. But you know what? It's fine. I'll probably end up rereading it at some point in the future anyway, and then annotate it then, because I just love so much about this book already. And I'm also at a very good part. Currently on page 164. Hello again, after what feels like literally forever. I am so close to being done with this book. I think I'm on page, page 338 or 339. There are 403 pages in this book, so I am so close to finishing it. This one right here is going to be one of my favorite books. I just know it, and I've heard that the second book is even better. It's called The Ballad of Never After, and then there's also A Curse for True Love. I don't know if that one's come out just yet, or maybe it's the 4th one that hasn't come out yet. I honestly have no idea. Listen, where I'm at right now, a little bit of like plot twist situation. We're finding some things out about a side character that might be involved in some stuff that's really juicy. There's some tension going on with the main girl character and technically the main guy character as well. I love the characters. I love where the story is set. I love that whole world. Like, I want to be there. I did get another book in the mail today that I'm going to be reading soon with a friend, a little buddy read sesh. So I'll go get that and I will show you guys what I got. I got my package out of the mail. I'm so excited about this one. This is like the first time I've had just like a second to sit and read like this whole week. Also, look how cute this shirt is that I just got from a local small business here in Knoxville. Literally so cute. It says "Nightmare Before Coffee" and literally me like, give me my coffee upon rising from the dead. Funniest part is that I literally spilled coffee on it earlier this morning, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep wearing it because it's fitting. Like, I'm a nightmare. I'm a mess. Still a mess even after coffee, but it's fine. Okay, let me show you guys what book I ordered. This is, ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Purple Elephant. Oh my gosh, okay. This is the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. I have been wanting to read this because I've heard just really good things about it. It's supposed to be such a cute read. It's by Sengu Mandana. One of my best friends wanted to read this together and it's just the perfect time to read it going into the fall time. This one is basically witty, witchy, and wonderfully romantic. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches will warm your heart with its endearing characters, grumpy sunshine love story, and gorgeously sparkling magic. It's so adorable. That's right up my alley. A warm and uplifting novel about an isolated witch whose opportunity to embrace a quirky new family and a new love changes the course of her life. Just barely over 300 pages. So this is going to be such a quick read. I can't wait to read it. I also wanted to update you guys on another book that I've read recently. Within like the last week and a half-ish. I read on my Kindle. It's called The Kiss Thief by L.J. Shen, I believe. I'm just gonna be totally honest. It was not my favorite book at all. I'm pretty sure on Goodreads I might have given it a 1 star. I thought on it for multiple days and was like, do I really want to rate this a 1 star? Because I don't think I've ever done that before. I did it. There were just too many different tropes that are just not my vibe, and if they're your vibe, perfect, amazing, but they just were not mine. The main guy character was just so incredibly demeaning and condescending towards women. He acted very higher than, like, the whole book. For the first 20% of the book, I was like, okay, he's gonna change, like, that's gonna be the ending of the story, whatever. That was not the case, at least not from my viewpoint. He just seemed like such a rude, just a terrible person. I am like not down for the degrading towards women, especially one that you are like falling in love with. Not my style of book and writing, but like it might totally be someone else's cup of tea. Some people loved it on Goodreads. Others felt the same way I did. I legitimately cackled out loud at one of the last things that happens in the book because it was just cringed so bad. If you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. I have book club to go to tonight. Hopefully I'll be able to read a little bit more of this before I go. I don't know, who knows? I might have to finish it tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully I'm in focus for this. I really don't know. I have a lot to update you guys on. Also, I look a hot mess today. I just got off of work and we're not gonna talk about this catastrophe going on. We're just gonna talk about the books. So I finished Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I ate this book up. I loved it. I'm so excited about this series. I will be reading the full series. Very excited about reading the next one. I love the way that the relationship of the main 2 characters is building. It's just so good and it makes me want more. I just can't wait for the second book. Jax, if you know, you know. I just want to meet Jax in real life. I ended up giving this book a 5 stars. Highly, highly recommend this book, especially if you're wanting to dip your toe into the world of reading fantasy, because I was very intimidated at first. I didn't think that it was really my style until I started reading it, and now I'm like addicted. Honestly, Fantasy is one of the best genres just to escape reality. So if you're wanting to dip your toes into the realm of fantasy, start with this one. Since finishing Once Upon a Broken Heart, I ended up starting Emily Henry's Book Lovers. This is the only one of her 4 books that I have not read yet, and I've been dying to read it. So we're doing that now. I have already started annotating. Not really annotating, just like underlining all of like my favorite lines or things that I think are funny. Okay, actually wait. No, I'm sort of annotating. Not hardcore, but I am annotating. I just love Emily Henry's writing. Her style, her humor is my favorite of all time. I would say that Emily Henry is one of my favorite authors of all time. Beach read? Love that book so much. I have a feeling I'm gonna feel the same way about Book Lovers. It's just, I am loving it so much so far, and I literally just started it. I'm on page 60. Already obsessed. The emails that are happening right now are just cracking me up. This whole situation is just so cute, and like going to a town called Sunshine Falls in North Carolina, that is the most precious thing I've ever heard. So I'm going to continue to read about it. Loving this relationship between sisters. It's just so wholesome and cute. That is one thing that Emily Henry does so well at in all of her books. She obviously does so well with like the romance aspect of every book that she writes and the relationships there. All of the side relationships are also so strong and written so well, and they're so relatable. I don't know what else to say other than Emily Henry, you are incredible and your books are immaculate. Everyone, I have finally completed Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I am now caught up on all of Emily Henry's books. Her writing is just so good. It's so lighthearted. She has the best humor in all of her books. She really makes you feel things, which is also kind of fun, you know? And the way that she captures different types of relationships, not just romantic relationships, it's too good. It's too good. I feel like a lot of people talk about the relationship that happens between Nora and Charlie in this book, but for me, I loved how important she made the relationship between sisters. I just love how she displays different personalities in her writing. I don't really know, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not shocked that I love this book so much. I may end up doing a fun little like tier ranking at some point of all 4 of her books, maybe over on TikTok or something. Very, very happy to have finally completed her 4 books that she has released thus far. I know she's coming out with the 5th one in, I think, the spring of 2024. I love that all of her covers kind of are cohesive and go together as well because they all have the same font, kind of the same vibe of colors. I also really enjoyed at the very end of this book, the behind the book, why she wrote the book, what she almost named the book. I love when authors do that and they kind of throw in something at the end. Just the fact that it was almost named City Person, or she says it was the working title of this book, City Person. I'm glad that she went with Book Lovers instead. I ended up giving this book a 4 stars. I enjoyed it so much. It didn't quite give me the feeling that Beach Read did, but Beach Read is just so hard to top for me, especially when it comes to romances. This was very close though. I will likely be thinking of the small town of this book, Sunshine Falls, for the rest of my days. I want to go there so badly. Like, anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little reading vlog. It took me a very long time to finish because your girl is still a 9-to-5er and has been very busy with not only work but also just social stuff, family stuff. A lot has been happening and going on in the last like 2 weeks that I've been filming this video. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video. Let me know if you guys have any other like future video ideas that you want to see. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Talk to you later. Bye.